you talk about the British had there.
And if that's whetted your appetite for a Mustang flight.
72, I'd love to be able to get one of those up about as quickly as the A37 does there.
Well, I'm sure if you paid a whole lot of money for maintenance of engines and fuel burn, you'd be able to do it. But the reason he goes up at quite a steep angle like that is because if he doesn't, he exceeds the speed very quickly for the gear.
And then you'll hear the roar as he cleans it up and gets it going again. Very controllable, even very low speed. Powered by two 2,850 thrust General Electric J.
Go for a flight. You might be able to convince them to throw you around the sky like this, or you can have a more sedate experience with two wings.
Piloted today by Chris Clark, who's got a huge amount of experience. This aircraft itself has a great history because it was one of the primary training aircraft that were used for the Tuskegee Airmen in the United States, that group of African American pilots who were drawn mostly Ravens. Now the Ravens were a group of forward air controllers that operated in Vietnam. And those that were the more adventurous of them, at the end of their tours of duty, a lot of these guys were approached by people in Panama hats and Hawaiian shirts and asked literally if they would like to get themselves in a real war. And if you read the book, The Ravens, craft like a T-28, fully serviceable for $1, fly it across into Laos, get their papers from the American Embassy in Vientiane, if you've ever seen the Mel Gibson movie, French also operated permanently, but it was out of the experience of high-speed flight that Mitchell designed the Spitfire. And actions by Allied aircraft. Same markings applied to most single-engined with a bubble canopy. And many people think, they never flew Spitfires with bubble canopies in the war, but they certainly did. They were operational over Europe, and the Kiwis actually had a squadron flying there, but our one is our one.
To a height of around 3,000, 4,000 feet. He's just going to check his ratchet straps, make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually stand by during an experience a demonstration of some of the most hardcore and extreme aerobatic maneuvers ever attempted by man and machine. This comes as a result of Paul's 4,000 hours. This was a feat once considered impossible by any aircraft. to slow the aircraft down. Set up for his landing sequence. He'll reposition at air show left, put the aircraft down on the deck at speeds of over 300 kilometres an hour.
I wish that I could fly to the sky so very high.
For all you pilots out there, Paul's setting up on his downwind leg for runway 34. At air shows. And we invite you to, as Paul will taxi in, come and say good day.
Yeah, g'day Endo, thanks for having us. And here you can just see 3 Yak 52s. A lot of people come and ask us what the difference is between the aircraft. You can see the Yak 52.
The best aircraft in the formation, they say the Yak, and of course then Egon gets in and it's certainly the Nanchang. Now the aircraft look very similar, Mark, but they are quite different, aren't they? Technical problem up here with the cans.
As the guys there just demonstrate a split brake, this is a new display for us. We change it every 8 to 12 months. And as well, you've got to practice
With the Russian roulette's a huge wave as they go past. Great performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that Paul Bennett is currently signing autographs at the...
Taking off now, the largest single-engine aircraft to come out of the Second World War. Destroyed the American Pacific Fleet, hence it was given the name Avenger.
And a mighty Avenger it is too. And I tell you what, it's amazing to think that they actually had these launch-off aircraft carriers.
Look at the size of that aircraft. A very unique wing folding mechanism, unique to Grumman, but I do believe it was actually designed by Lockheed, but not used by them. 2 50 caliber forward firing machine guns. First operational use was at the Battle of Midway. There were only 6 of these aircraft there then, but they were credited with being able to draw off the Zero combat air patrols over the carriers and let the American dive bombers actually attack and sink those 4 Japanese carriers. That was a major loss to
This particular aircraft was restored by Mike.
used by the Americans in the sinking of the Japanese super battleships, the Musashi and the Yamato.
They've been with us for a long time. Ways, of course. Number 1 airfield in the world. They're on board and QBE. Yeah, that's right. Just chatting with
The horn's going to get really loud. This is a jet fighter.
It is actually flying